Hi everyone, we are here today for a quick December general reading. This is a pick a card. If you've never done a pick a card reading before, basically what happens is each of the decks has a number. So this one is 1, this one's 2, and this one's 3. Pick whichever one you feel resonates the most with you for the month of December, and then I will put timestamps down below in the comments so you can click to whichever one you choose, or you can just watch through the whole thing and wait for whichever one you pick. And I will read you your cards in your deck, or in your stack, I guess, and then, yeah, you can have your December message, I guess. Alright. This is my first video, so yeah, let's get started. I'm going to move this out of the way, and we're going to start with pile number 1. Okay, you guys, so here are your cards. We have the Tower, we have the Four of Pentacles, and then we have Temperance. Alright, before I say anything else, don't freak out. I know that the Tower can be a scary card to see. We often kind of look at that as one of the kind of scary cards in the tarot, but I have a friend who actually says whenever she sees the Tower she gets excited, which I think is a really good way to look at it. I'm not quite there yet, but I'm trying. But it's a good way to look at it because really all the Tower means is something big is happening and something big is changing, and it can feel very scary at first because change can be scary. Like you can really see in the card it's like an absolute just like upheaval, and it can really feel terrifying because you're going to be thrown from what's comfortable and what you know well, and that can be really scary. But just think of it this way: every ending leads to a new beginning, and that's definitely what I'm seeing here with the Four of Pentacles. Sorry, I just bumped the tripod. With the Four of Pentacles, we kind of see like building a stable foundation. Pentacles, this could have something to do with money. So in December, you could be, maybe you have lost something recently, or you felt like you had a large financial loss. It's a possibility, especially with the Pentacles being here. But this Four of Pentacles kind of represents rebuilding on a more firm foundation. And over here with Temperance, I also associate kind of Temperance with the beginning of a new journey, which if you really have had like this Tower moment, then you're definitely in for quite a journey. Also with Temperance, we kind of, it's kind of a call to find harmony and balance. There might be some pretty I don't know, there might be some kind of wild things going on in your life right now, and you may be looking at them out all as like kind of these really, I don't know, like hard to handle things, I guess. But if you take all of them into account and you can somehow find harmony between all three of them, all three. I don't know why I said all three. Maybe you have three things that you're kind of like thinking about. I don't know, that just kind of came out. But if you can find balance between all of the things that you are struggling with right now, if you can find some kind of harmony, then it's really going to be the start of something new for you. And I know that's easier said than done, but that's really what's going to, you know, lead you towards the success that you're looking for. And like I said, you're really going to be building up on this firm foundation. So yeah, I know it's not easy at first to find harmony, and I feel like, it's one of those things you kind of have to constantly work on. But if you can find that harmony between the things that you're juggling right now, it's really going to be kind of a really like a new and interesting journey for you. Um, Also with temperance, I like whenever I see temperance, I find it comes to me like right around the time when I'm really going to be seeing a lot of signs, and kind of like synchronicities. So if you chose pile number one, definitely be on the lookout for, anything, whether it's like numbers 1111 or whatever numbers have meaning to you. I don't know, maybe the number three means something to you since I said that. I don't know, but yeah, if you are seeing signs and synchronicities, then I would say you're already well on your way. Um, so yeah, overall, December for you looks like it's going to be busy, but you're going to be starting something new, possibly something that's been a long time coming. Maybe you've been waiting for it, but you just haven't really known how to get there. Um, and I really feel like this tower moment, it's going to feel might I'm not going to say it's going to feel bad. It might feel kind of harsh when this tower moment happens, but that doesn't mean it's bad. It could just be leading you in the right direction, so keep that in mind. And then I have one of these romance oracle cards. I love this deck. And so we're gonna see what yours is. Let me move these out of the way really quick. Sorry, that glare. Yeah, let me. All right, so your oracle card. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Remember what I just said about maybe it's something that has felt like it's a long time coming, but you need to have this tower moment happen first. That could have to do with love. It could have to do with finances. I'm definitely seeing that. This is just a general reading. But yeah, this is worth waiting for. Divine timing. That's another thing that I really feel like temperance is associated with. Let me really quick I have the book for the deck. I'm gonna flip to that page and read to you what that one says, just so you can have like the full message. Okay, so it says, your soulmate relationship requires patience as there are many factors involved. Your soulmate's free will choices are beyond you or your angel's control, as is the readiness of both of you for true love. This card comes to you as a reminder that this relationship is worth waiting for. Divine timing is a universal law that is always in operation. It is the flow of everything. If we try to impose our human will and force things to happen, we become out of sync with nature and experience blockages. Similarly, if we fret, when will I meet my soulmate? We put worry energy into the universe. The romance angels have heard and answered your prayers for a soulmate. And they are working behind the scenes to bring this to you. Your role is to listen to and follow your intuition, even if it seems unrelated to your desire. Your intuition is like a guide dog, leading you along the path of answered prayers. Follow your intuition and trust in the timing of the relationship. So yeah, if you chose pile number one, I would definitely say that you have a lot coming in that you've been waiting for or planning on, and definitely like things that you've been working towards. And that you just need to remember that if you have these moments where it feels like everything's coming crashing down or everything is changing in ways that you maybe weren't expecting and maybe weren't ready for, remember that it can be the universe's way of really forcing you into the place where you are meant to be. And remember that change, even positive change, is not always comfortable, and you can go through some really hard times and you can come out on the other side exactly the person who you need to be and who you are meant to be. So yeah, December, closing out the year, it looks like you're gonna have a nice little kind of like leg up on the new year. You're already gonna be setting these foundations for new things to come. So yeah, I hope this was informative. I hope you feel like you gained something from this. Look out for signs and synchronicities. Remain patient with the universe, and even though it's uncomfortable, just kind of try and go with that change and do what you can to help yourself through any possible hard times. All right, thanks for watching group number one. Okay, group number two. I could only get 2 cards to come out for you, which matches your pile numbers, so that's pretty cool. All right, so you guys have the King of Cups and the Hierophant. So I'll let you get a closer look at these. Here's the King of Cups, and here's the Hierophant. I'll tell you that right away, I got kind of like a very positive, warm feeling from this pile. I feel like this pile's really saying a lot about, I guess, kind of, let me gather what I'm trying to say. This pile to me feels like it's really about becoming your true self, and allowing yourself to just become who you really are. Maybe you feel like you're already doing that, which is great. And if you feel like you aren't doing that, remember that there's so much to learn, and there's so much you can kind of expand on when it comes to being yourself. Maybe you feel like you don't know how to do that, but rest assured, in December, you're going to run into some great opportunities. With the King of Cups, cups are water, so you're really going to want to be paying attention to your intuition and your emotions. Those will lead you on the right path this month. And also, the Hierophant represents Taurus, so maybe you are a Taurus, or maybe you are dealing with a Taurus this month. Maybe a Taurus will come along and kind of help you realize those like aspects of self-expression that you've been looking for. I really want to try and pull another card for you guys, because I don't know, it just feels like something's missing. So I'm gonna shuffle really quick and see if anything else comes through. But yeah, definitely in December. I'm getting a really good warm feeling from this. And yeah, I definitely feel like this is going to be a big month for self-expression and learning about yourself. Definitely follow your intuition. I know I'm just like repeating myself at this point. Let me shuffle this really quick to see if I can get anything. There's like really, okay. There's just not like any more strong energy coming through, but the Two of Swords did come out, which maybe this is why I'm not really feeling any strong energy, because the Two of Swords can kind of represent being at a standstill. You've got choices to make that you aren't making, you're possibly ignoring. You've got this blindfold on over your eyes, hoping that the responsibility will go away. It won't. I mean, you can put off the choice for as long as you want, but ultimately, until you make this choice, nothing's going to move forward. You're just going to be sitting here worried about the choice that you have to make. But the sooner you make it, the sooner you can stop worrying about it. So maybe you've been holding back a certain aspect of yourself, and you haven't been expressing your true self. Maybe you feel like you aren't really living for your passions, or it could have to do with, swords are air related, so it could have to do with your thoughts, and your mental state. Maybe you're really just not expressing yourself in a way, and I feel like you have some choices to make. Really just maybe you need to sit down and meditate a little bit and kind of figure things out for yourself, because really, like, the sooner you make this choice, the better. And that's what I'm feeling. I feel like whatever this choice is kind of needs to be made before the end of December, so you can go into the new year kind of feeling like you've tied up all your loose ends, I guess. So yeah, that's what I'm getting. like I said before, like this isn't bad energy. I feel like this is really just like calling you to make your choices and express yourself, and I feel like it will lead in a really good direction because definitely with these two cards, the first two, it just feels, I don't know, warm. That's like the only way to describe it. It just feels warm and it feels nice. So let me now read you guys your romance oracle card. All right. Ooh, chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. Okay, so in December, you might be dealing with a Taurus, and there might be some chemistry there. That might be the kind of warmth I'm feeling. I'm feeling just like a lot of, I don't know, warm, good feelings. Maybe a choice to make between two people. I don't know. But I would say, yeah, trust your intuition on this. You're really gonna be feeling what's right in this situation. So, I mean, there's your choice there. Go with what feels right. Don't make your decisions for other people. Make your decisions based on what you really feel on the inside. You know, I know it can be hard sometimes to live your truth because life is complicated and society puts a lot of pressure on the way we interact with others. But if you feel like something's right, you gotta do it for yourself. Okay, so let me read out of the book the rest of your message for the chemistry card. You've received this card because you feel a strong dynamic pull toward another person. In other words, you share chemistry with him or her. This creates intense pleasure. I can't read, sorry. This creates intense, pleasurable sensations that draw you to each other. If this person is someone other than your partner in a committed relationship, then the chemistry is probably a source of both stress and escape. You'll need to weigh your options and the consequences carefully before or instead of leaving your current partner or embarking upon an affair. If, however, you are single and you feel this pull toward another unattached person, then this card brings you a go-ahead green light of good news. Most likely, the chemistry is mutual and merits exploration. In some cases, this card may mean that a lack of chemistry is a cause for relationship issues and personal discontent. If there was chemistry initially, it may be restored by devoting effort to the relationship. Passion, sparks, and romance can be revived through playfulness, thoughtfulness, time together, and caring gestures. Call upon the romance angels to guide you as you make important decisions about channeling this chemistry. So yeah, I'm definitely feeling some choices this month. And I would, based upon what I'm feeling, based on this energy, I would really say make those decisions before the new year. It can be tough, but you're gonna feel so much better once those choices are made. If you do feel kind of like torn between two people, go with what feels right. I don't know about you, but there's never been a situation where I've kind of been weighing my options and one doesn't just immediately feel better than the other, but there are other things holding me back from making that decision. Go with what feels right. Follow your heart, follow your intuition this month. And yeah, I hope that in the new year you are living your best life and that you have, made all your choices and that you are benefiting from them. All right. Thank you for watching pile number 2. I'm going to move on to the next one. Okay, pile number 3. How are you guys doing? You guys have some really interesting cards, and I was immediately excited and drawn to this pile because this is kind of like the one that I picked in my head as I was shuffling out the decks, even though I hadn't seen the cards yet. So this is exciting. Let me tell you guys a little bit about your December. Okay, so you guys have the Sun card over here. Sorry, let me just adjust. Okay, so you guys have the Sun right here, and then you have the 8 of Swords, and then you have the 10 of Cups. Cups. Okay, this is exciting, you guys. So, immediately to me, this pile just feels like a breath of fresh air. It's like, if you chose this pile, you should be happy. You should definitely feel excited. Okay, let me get into it a little bit because I feel like I have some explaining to do. So, with the sun here, alright, this card is like, I don't know, my immediate thought whenever I see this card is just positivity. This card is a good sign. This card is your kind of like your luck is improving. Good fortune is coming your way, possibly after a time of not so good luck, or maybe things have felt a little bit dark for a while, but the sun is a sign of change. And this really, like, the sun really stretches into every aspect of life. So maybe it could have to do with business, it could have to do with your love life, it could have to do with your family life, it could have to do with really any part of your life, creative projects, anything, whatever you feel like it resonates, or however you feel like it resonates with you. That's how it is connected, and it really could just be like an overall, like everything in your life is improving, or it could be more specific, whatever you feel. Yeah, it's a really happy card. I always get excited when I see the sun card. And then next we have the Eight of Swords. So this card, swords to me are a bit hard to swallow, which I thought as I was saying that was kind of like a funny way to put that. It made me think of like sword swallowers, like the performers, but whatever. Swords to me can be a little bit difficult to deal with, because I look at pretty much any of the cards from the suit of swords, and I just feel like it's a battle of some kind, like there's something going on. But the Eight of Swords, I think, is actually one that I find the easiest to deal with. It's kind of a sense of being trapped in a situation, feeling like maybe your health or your luck has not been so great lately, feeling like you don't know how to get out of the situation. But the thing is, with swords, it has a lot to do with your thoughts and your mindset, and that really contributes to your sense of feeling trapped. It really has to do with your thoughts and the way you're thinking of things and the way you're looking at things. Because, like, sure, from maybe this person's perspective, they're trapped, they're tied up, they're blindfolded. But from our perspective, we can see that there's nobody around them keeping them that way. Like, they're surrounded by these swords, but they're not surrounded by like anybody else keeping them this way. They could probably, wiggle out of these like restraints pretty easily, take off their blindfold, and just kind of like be free. But they don't really see it that way because they aren't able to see themselves from the outside. So you might need to really kind of take like a different perspective on your situation. Because I'm not saying like, oh, it's all in your head, but the sense of feeling trapped could be coming from somewhere that could be easily changed somehow, in a way that would be much better for your own personal I don't know, fulfillment, I guess. Sorry, it's really late and I'm having a hard time thinking of words, but we're gonna keep moving through. Alright, so after that, we have, honestly, probably my favorite card in the entire, like, tarot. We have the Ten of Cups. Just look at that, okay? This card has shown up for me time and time again through like tough times, reminding me that something better is coming. And it's been showing up for me a lot lately, which is why I think it's interesting that before I even saw these cards, I was like, I don't know, I feel like pile number 3 is really gonna be the one that resonates with me. So, yeah, the Ten of Cups. Cups have to do with emotions, and your intuition. Um, and I don't know, the Ten of Cups to me is always just kind of like you are going to find your emotional fulfillment. You're going to find your situation that makes you happy beyond your wildest dreams. If you're looking at it from a love perspective, it really means like meeting, you know, your soulmate or however you choose to see it. You meet this person who you can really connect with on a soul level, and as you can see, these people, they don't have anything too extravagant. You can see their house in the background. It's not like a mansion or a castle or anything, but it's theirs, and it seems like it's exactly what they've always wanted. And they have these two kids over here playing and dancing, and they have like this beautiful scenery around them. There's a rainbow overhead. It's really not about necessarily having like extravagant things, but it's about having the things that you have always wanted and needed to be fulfilled. And this is really a card of like those things coming into your life, and that's like really, it's just really nice. And with all of these together, I definitely see like maybe you are kind of facing a situation right now where you feel trapped or you feel like things just aren't right. But with the Sun and the Ten of Cups here, it really feels like things are going to be moving into a better direction for you. So in December, this feeling might linger a little bit, but into the new year, it really feels like you're going to be heading in a much more positive direction. I would say, plant your seeds now. Work towards the things that you've always wanted, because the future's looking bright. We've got positivity, we've got fulfillment here. So yeah, I would say for December, really just try your best, because I know it can be hard, but try your best to refocus your mindset and look at the better things that are coming, because we aren't all going to stay in the same place forever. We are going to find new opportunities to learn and grow and achieve amazing things that we have always wanted. So keep that in mind in December. I know the end of the year plus winter can really come crashing down on you. It can really feel intense there, but then we face January and it's cold and it's gray. I mean, not for everybody, not, but if you live in this part of the world where it's winter right now, then yeah, January hits you. It's new and it's fresh, but it's gray and it's cold. But it's a good time to, focus on what you can be doing for the rest of the year, because it won't always be like that. Won't always be cold. It won't always be gray, and things won't always feel so hard. So that's what I'm getting for December, and then I'm going to read you your romance oracle card. Wow, so we have, this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. Okay, that's exciting, especially with the Ten of Cups here. Just gonna put that out there. There could be, somebody in your life who, you're already meant to be with. You know what I said about like soulmates and the Ten of Cups? So yeah, you could have already met that person. There's not really any indicators coming from this specific spread right now, because the Sun represents the element of fire, so that could be Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. But then we have swords, which represent air, which could be Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. Sorry, I completely blanked there for a second. And then we have the Ten of Cups, and cups represent water, so that could be Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. So yeah, there's really no indicators here. Yeah, it's somebody, you've already met them, they could be the one. Keep that in mind. You know, keep your head in that positive space that you could have already met this person who you're going to spend the rest of your life with. I mean, that's a really exciting thing. I'm going to read from the book the rest of the meaning behind your oracle card. Let me just find it. But yeah, guys, this is like a good reading. You guys are going to have an exciting December. Like, lots of things happening, even though it might not feel that great right now. Definitely into the new year, it's going to be like exciting. That's what I'm feeling. Alright. This could be the one. This card signals that you've already met the person you romantically seek. Perhaps you're already in a relationship with him or her. The romance angel sent you this card because it seems you're not recognizing or enjoying the full potential of this person and relationship. So keep that in mind. Really enjoy what's going on around you. Live in the moment. That's a good tip. Live in the moment. Anyway, sometimes you may overlook someone who's meant for you because you have a different idea of what your partner should look or act like. Take a moment to consider who this might be. The first person to come to your mind is probably the one. Next, invite the romance angels into your dreams as you're going to bed. Ask them to give you very clear information about your romantic partner, either in your present relationships or a future one. During sleep, you're more open to angelic guidance. When you awaken, you may not remember your dreams, but you will have a clear sense of romance and partnership. Take any action you feel called to based on your inner guidance, even if it seems unrelated to your love life. Trust that the angels are leading you toward the one you desire. Alright, guys, what a nice ending to this reading. We've had some really good messages come through today, and I would like to thank you all for joining me. And pile number 3. It's gonna be good, you guys. Look at this. This is happy. This is good. This is honestly like my favorite card. Such a happy card. The sun, positivity. Alright. I hope you guys have a good December, and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it or you feel like you gained anything from it. In the comments, you can leave me a comment telling me what topics you would like me to do readings on, because I really don't know right now other than like weekly or monthly readings. So yeah, let me know what you think, and thank you for watching. I will see you guys in the next video.